Yup. Just, hello. Wait. वैसे मैं नॉर्मली भी करने वाला था.
All the world holds dear is but a backdrop for emotion. Stand before it, alone and unchanging.
चलो चलो काम करते हैं. डेली भी कंप्लीट करते हैं. फटाफट डेली करते हैं. Then we'll move to the quest. मैं काफी कुछ लेवल मैंने डेली नहीं किया आज. So yeah, there is that. But well, that's what it is. मुझे पता चला मुझे यार काफ़ी चीज़ें खोलनी है. मुझे नेक्स्ट वाली रेपुटेशन भी निकालनी है. डोंट इवन नो कि कैसे खुलेगी इसकी फॉन्टेन की रेपुटेशन. लाइक करनी तो है बट ओ रेडन ऑलमोस्ट डाइड ब्रो. रेडन सर्वाइव गाइस. रेडन सर्वाइव. मुझे ऑलमोस्ट मर गए बट नियम का मन कम हो गया. चलो चलो. अरे ये कहाँ है? अच्छा है ऊपर है क्या? अरे यार नीचे क्यों कूदा करिए ऊपर तो. नहीं कुछ और ही दिखा रहा है. डीडी करनी है भाई. अच्छा ये रहा. चलो ठीक है. नॉट टेक टू फार अवे सो यू लाइक व्हाटएवर. अभी मुझे जाना है किधर? अरे यार ये लोकेशन क्यों चेंज करते रहते? पहले ये बताओ मुझे. नो आई डोंट wanna do that. Let's. अरे I'm going the wrong direction. I'm definitely going the wrong direction. Grab it, Raiden. Grab it. Hey, we did this. Okay. ये तो नई टाइप का मिशन है. नेवर सीन दिस मिशन सो फार. What? और इधर उधर जाना पड़ेगा. What is happening? नहीं ये चीज़ नहीं सर. इतनी लंबी डेली क्यों दे रहे हैं? इस बंदे की पूरी फोटो भी नहीं आ रही. ओ अभी आ रही है. हेलो. I guess no. Oh, finally खत्म. I don't know what happened. Yo, Spicy, what's up? Hello, how you doing today? Yo, Ash. Hello. अभी मैंने डिलीट कर लूँ. मतलब मैंने रीजन भी यूज़ किया. मैंने आज अबिस भी किया. आई हैव डन मल्टीपल थिंग इन गेंशिन बट मैंने अपनी डेलीज नहीं की. सो आई एम डूइंग देम राइट नाउ. आई वाज शॉक्ड माय सेल्फ. चलो इतना सब कर लिया बट डेलीज क्यों नहीं की मैंने. देन आई लाइक चलो जल्दी करना पड़ेगा या नहीं तो फिर रह जाएगा. इट इज़ अ गुड कॉन्स्टेंट अमाउंट ऑफ प्रीमोजेंस. नहीं तो क्वेस्ट एक बार खत्म. मतलब आई डू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ क्वेस्ट. सही बताओ तो मेरे पे जितनी ज़्यादा क्वेस्ट बची है ना अभी तो इतने में आई कैन गेट अ लॉट ऑफ थिंग्स. It'll go in few minutes. God, I feel I can speak too much on stream. Oh, कोई नहीं. Take a rest. Get better. Why so late streaming today? Cause मुझे पता था कि अगर मैं थोड़ा पहले करता तो मेरे बिना बात के कोई इंटरप्शन आ जाता बीच बीच में, फिर दिक्कत होती। इस थोड़ी अब है कि एकदम शांति से पूरी को क्वेस्ट खत्म करेंगे, होपफुली 1.5-2 घंटे और 3 घंटे। तो अगर मैं चाहे 5-4 बजे भी करता तो भी इंटरप्ट हो जाता थोड़ा बीच बीच में, नेवर नो। बट इस टाइम कोई इंटरप्शन नहीं होगी, एकदम स्वीट शांत टाइम रहता है, बढ़िया तरीके से करेंगे फटाफट। फटाफट तो नहीं मतलब पूरा टाइम लेके करेंगे। पर इट्स मीन गलत 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 गलत। ओ लग गया क्या? I'm really bad at this, to be honest. Some of the commission sucks. Hey, Mal. What? Raiden? Where are you hitting? Nice. Damn, that's a lot of story quests. बहुत ज़्यादा, मतलब not some story, some world very सारी world quests हैं. Then these are like story quests. स्टोरी quests सही में मेरी बहुत ज़्यादा बची. I need to catch up, but I just can't. सुमरू के टाइम से मैंने बिल्कुल नहीं की. I have to do like I guess नीलू की है मैंने, just because नीलू की quest event के बीच में आ रहे थे या something like that. I have to complete नीलू's quest and Nahida's quest. उसके अलावा बाकियों की बची ही है. इवन यूई में आके तो एकदम एकदम मुहूर्त वूरत निकाल के कंप्लीट करूँगा मैं, नहीं तो फिर नहीं. Always. I mean, might as well get this Isabel. Complete the illusion of Awa. ये करने के लिए prerequisite. In the main story, I only got Lenny story quest left. भाई, nice. चल हितम की बेस्ट है. ओह रियली, मतलब मैंने थोड़ा बहुत पार्ट करा है कुछ, वो डेलीज करते टाइम रूम में इधर उधर कहीं ना कहीं ट्रिगर हो जा रहा था. सो वही किया है मैंने अभी सो फार, हितम का थोड़ा बहुत पार्ट. बट मोस्टली है ना, मुझे नाहिदा की बहुत मज़ा आया. अभी तो मैंने उसकी करी थी आई थिंक की थी नाहिदा के अलावा नीलू वाज कूल. लाइक जो उनका डिलिग्मा था और जिस तरीके से उनको सोच के करना था, आई मीन एंड कंक्लूजन भी इट वाज गुड बट प्रिडिक्टेबल था, बट इट वाज स्टिल गुड. बहुत ज़्यादा भाई मेरा तो सही चल रहा है भाई. आज मत बोलियो मैंने नहीं सही करा लिया, 2-3 दिन बना. हाँ दैट एक रीज़न हो सकता है बफर का, कि आज मैं लो लेटेंसी स्ट्रीम ट्राई कर रहा हूँ, तो हो सकता है उसकी वजह से कुछ पंगा हो रहा हो. नो लो लेटेंसी, अल्ट्रा लो लेटेंसी, मतलब एकदम लो लेटेंसी भी नहीं पाई. यूजुअली मैं लो लेटेंसी पे स्ट्रीम करता हूँ. अल्ट्रा लो लेटेंसी की वजह से प्रॉब्लम हो सकती है, बस हो सकता है उसमें इसी वजह से डिले हो. अभी भी है क्या, नॉट श्योर. मैंने तो टेस्ट तो करना था, इवेंचुअली टेस्ट तो करना था. मैंने 2-3 चीज़ चेंज की हैं, थोड़ा हैश टैग एक्सेल कम किए हैं, तो बहुत गंदा दिख रहा था. रीच तो वैसे भी नहीं आ रही, तो वाई डोंट जस्ट रिमूव देम राइट. तो लाइक आई जस्ट लग रहा है तो मैं अभी ऐसा आई डोंट थिंक लेटेंसी चेंज हो सकती है क्या. नहीं अभी लेटेंसी चेंज नहीं होगी. मैं कुछ करूँगा तो पूरी स्ट्रीम ही दोबारा करनी पड़ेगी, इसी चक्कर में ये इशू तो है. हाँ फिर तो तेरा नेट का इशू है. तुम लोग किसी और का बफर हो रहा है क्या? ऐश नॉट माइंड डूड, ऐश का भी नहीं हो रहा सही में. स्पाइसी व्हाट अबाउट यू? आई मीन हो सकता है देयर इज सम अदर थिंग, बट ठीक है. आई वांटेड टू ट्राई दिस कॉज फिर वो चैट में ना, चैट से ज़्यादा डिले नहीं रहता, तो आई वांटेड टू ट्राई लाइक कितना जाता है बेटर. अगर ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम हुई तो आई माइट नॉट डू इट, बट अगर डिसेंट रहा, क्वालिटी अच्छी रही, देन बढ़िया है. फिर तो दिक्कत ही क्या है. वेयर इज दिस लास्ट डेली? ओ लास्ट ही थी माओ. हम्म. अबे हो सकता है तेरा फोन ऐसे लो लेटेंसी वाली स्ट्रीम पे थोड़ा स्ट्रगल करता हो, या तेरा इंटरनेट स्पेसिफिकली लो लेटेंसी वाली स्ट्रीम पे स्ट्रगल करता हो. आई नेवर हैड दिस इशू आई गेस, बट पॉसिबिलिटी है. जैसे किसी और की नहीं कर रही और मेरा अल्ट्रा लो लेटेंसी पे, और अगर मेरा कर रहा है तो माइट बी समथिंग. अरे गया क्या? हेलो, नहीं गया तो नहीं। No. What about Tunisha? How's her stream going? Oh, yeah. Nice. बढ़िया बढ़िया। मैं भी बैठ जाता पर मुझे क्वेस्ट खत्म करनी है, और अगर अभी मेरे टाइम व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन, व्हाट यू डूइंग, व्हाट्स अप? तो हाँ, वेलकम वी आर डूइंग द आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट अगेन, कंटिन्यू करे, खत्म करनी है। और ऊपर से नॉट जैसा कॉज पिंग तो बहुत ज्यादा आ रहा है, और कुछ तो कर नहीं सकते, तो आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट करेंगे शांति से इतने पिंग। बट टेल मी वन थिंग, हाउ डू आई अनलॉक दीज रेपुटेशन? हाउ डू आई अनलॉक दीज रेपुटेशन? हम्म। ऐसा ऐसा एड एस्ट्रा अबिसास।
You have already.
ओ हेलो, मेरे को कमीशन रिवार्ड नहीं दे रही है। मतलब कर लिया होगा मैंने, बट ठीक है। आई डोंट थिंक मैंने करा है। वी मीट अगेन कैथरीन। हेलो द प्लीज मैम कैथरीन। कौन सी शॉप? ओह नाइस। फिशिंग फिनिशिंग द आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट पर पूरी आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट कंप्लीट करनी पड़ेगी मुझे। अरे यार अच्छा ही होते हैं, मतलब मोस्टली आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट अच्छे होते हैं।
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn, or a bubble rising through.
ये कहाँ जाना है मेरे को? के अंदर जाने का? हाँ, कहाँ जा रहा हूँ? तो गाइस रेडी हो जाओ। तेरे तू बैठा रहकर भाई स्ट्रीम पे कोई टाइम स्टैम्प लेने के लिए, कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग मोमेंट होता है तो टाइम स्टैम्प ले लो, या फिर मतलब फिर कुछ नॉट इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं। मैं बोल रहा हूँ तेरे को करे कर, तेरे को मॉड किस लिए बनाया?
I came here several times with my father when I was little. But still eating
कर ले भाई, हेल्प करा दे थोड़ी होता है।
I hope the food here will be to your taste.
Oh, don't worry. We haven't eaten at a hotel like this in a while. Paimon.
Ah, in that case, I'll go order for us.
Order
Please wait here.
Navia, hello.
Ooh,
Everything looks so good.
people in Fontaine sure know how to enjoy life.
Yes.
Of course. Go ahead, try whatever you like. If the food's good, I'll make a group reservation for the rest of Spina di Rosula next time.
And if it's not?
हो जाएगा कंप्लीट तो मैं कर दूंगा, तो अच्छा का सब कुछ सही रहा तो सो या
Well,
कूल
then I'll still bring everyone.
जाते ही
There
क्यों
was
हैं?
only one dish per table.
लगवानी नहीं आती।
Sure have your own. Oh, we called this a farewell meal.
भाई हमारा कॉलेज ना, हमारा कॉलेज कैसा था, आई नेवर नीड टू गो। ये प्रॉक्सी वॉक्सी का सिस्टम तो हमने कभी किया ही नहीं। हम तो निकल जाते थे क्लास से बाहर, टीचर को पता रहता था बंक कर रहे हैं, तो हम पहले उनके ही लेक्चर में लंच से पहले रहते थे, लंच के बाद गायब रहते थे। बट हमारा इतना म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग था कि टीचर लंच से पहले ही अच्छे मतलब इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक कराते थे, लंच के बाद नहीं कराते थे। हम लोग कर लेते थे और वो लगा देते थे अटेंडेंस अपने आप। मेरी 100% थी, कई बंक मारने के बाद भी अटेंडेंस आना। लाइक बढ़िया है, चलो क्या दिक्कत है। इट वॉज लाइक दैट
Oh, true.
राइट। और उसके बाद इट्स लाइक अगर कभी कभी रहता था कि इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक कवर करने हैं लेक्चर्स में, तो टीचर्स बोल देते थे कि आ जाना ब्रेक के बाद अटेंड करने, इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक है, तो हम चले जाते थे, फिर हम बंक नहीं करते थे। मतलब सही था ऐसा।
Paimon didn't mean that you had to order even more food.
नाविया भाई इतना अमीर है भाई, ये नाविया बंदा है।
Do you think that the mastermind behind
It's-
the cereal
This is
will get
disappearance.
caught soon now that this?
It's certainly taking a big step forward, but I didn't. But it.
We know that there's an organization that means to dissolve these young women, but we still don't know what they are really after.
Oh,
hadn't happened right in front of us,
I'm not really there. That was
Right?
Yeah.
Yet it was because this was such a preposterous notion that the investigation could never really move forward before.
तुझे पता है, to be honest, मैं को अगर कभी किसी गलती से 5 स्टार के कॉन्स्टलेशन मिले ना, मैं सोचा हूँ उसको एक्टिवेट नहीं करूँगा, 0 पे ही खेलूँगा, बस that will kill most of the fun, right? Come on, come on, dude. Unless it's Hutao, just because Hutao is Hutao. Ruro C1 के बिना काम नहीं करते अच्छे से.
In such investigations, even the smallest step can seem like a yawning chasm if the trail of clues is cut off.
ठीक है भाई, तेरे को skill issue होगा, right?
I don't have high hopes for any follow-up that the authorities might conduct.
मैं पता है ही नहीं Hutao, मैं पता Hutao issue है, no Hutao.
It's not that I don't have faith in their ability. It's just that a
नहीं
different
चाहिए.
perspective is required in some matters. It's easy to guard against and deceive a single narrow perspective. A shift in thinking
Shifting
is required in some
where yo Aman, hello, which C6 5-star is worth it to pull in game? C6 5-star. C6 5-star भाई ऐसा कौन सा ही है? I think Yellen is really good C6 5-star. बाकी सारे ही 5-star C6 पे अच्छे हैं, but Yellen makes game like literally different C6 पे. हाँ, I just
Which is exactly why the Spina di Rosula exists.
C6 Yellen is अलग broken.
I'm not all-knowing. That's why we
Kazuha is also cool, but उतना कुछ ज़्यादा difference नहीं होता. But Yellen is like different, अलग ही.
actually
It's all right.
जैसे ये Hydro काफी strong है, so yeah.
This was supposed to be a farewell meal, so I doubt you have further
There's
interest in this
more
business, right?
5-star जो काफी अच्छे हैं 6-6 पे, but Yellen is like something different. Okay, thanks for it. You are one of...
Talk about something
Bro, मैं
else.
Archon quest कर रहा हूँ. Shut the hell up, sis.
What are your
that's true. We didn't have a chance to speak to her after the trial.
मुंह में रख कर लो.
So, your primary objective, which has been foiled so far, was to
Good
have a
chat
chat.
then.
I've heard that there's a long line of people waiting to meet Lady
Yes,
Raiden.
sir. कोई नहीं. Are you gonna pull C6 Yellen now? Don't tell me you're gonna get a C6 Yellen. अरे ये
And then it'll be tough getting any of her time.
Well,
Nah.
would you consider some more, unique ways?
I mean, it's good, but not like that.
Guess that's Spina di Rosula's boss for you. Chock full.
Well, one way would be to infiltrate performances at the opera house, only to abandon your act at the play's climax and ask to speak to her after the performance. I'm sure Lady Farina would be eager to see the ending and would agree in order to finish.
यार कि कितनी सुंदर है यार, ये कितनी सुंदर है. वही ना, I like Navia. She's really cool. I'm gonna pull for her. अभी नहीं, exactly not like right now, but I will pull for her. Yes, आती. सोचना पड़ेगा थोड़ा, but हाँ.
Could you suggest something a little more practical?
I mean,
It seems pretty hard to pull off. We'd have to go learn how to act, and acting's really hard.
Still C6 Yellen is different level broken, dude. बाकी भी अच्छे हैं, but C6 Yellen is still different level
Wake
broken.
her up in the dead of night
Aye.
and demand answers. Don't let her go back to sleep until she answers all your questions. I can personally
Testify to this.
When I'm sleeping, I'll do
See,
anything
you'll
as
do
long as I can
anything.
finally get some sleep.
Oh, interesting.
That might work, but that's not really the problem. The problem is
No.
Valid point. I overlooked
I
that part.
overlooked it, but
I was just thinking about leveraging a person's desire. All right, no more joking around. Perhaps you could.
Oh,
I don't know. Cut the line when she's on a break. You did defeat her in court, clearing citizens of hers from false accusations. False accusations she had nearly upheld personally. I imagine that she feels quite ashamed about the whole thing.
You mean that if we catch her while she's on a break, she might be too embarrassed to refuse? Oh, that does make some sense. Why don't we give it a try after this meal? You know.
Huh? Paimon, did you drink my Fanta?
Fonta? What is Fonta?
This your drink? Sorry about that. Paimon wasn't really paying attention in the
Attention,
cupboard right next to
because-
Paimon.
No, it's fine. We're just about done here.
Alright. Honestly, Paimon wouldn't recommend Fonta anyway. It tastes kind of
Take kind of salty and icky. What the hell?
Is that so?
In this case, we have blacklist.
In that case, we'll have to blacklist the Fonta here then. If we're all
Oh.
finished eating, then I'll...
Yeah, we're...
Fonta इतनी बुरी थी क्या? I know she's talking something, but talking what? I have no idea. मेरे को पर्सनल तुमने बोला नहीं?
Oh, so full. Paimon can barely float anymore.
मैं तो था भाई, बीच में भी था कितने टाइम बीच में.
That would be so...
You know, normal like
Okay.
okay, as expenses as much we have left with. What are you doing here?
Nothing.
Just to me, you know, nothing Frederick cannot cover.
Let's get ready to try to meet the...
So this is goodbye, huh? If
Okay.
you do encounter any other trouble in Fontaine, you're always
Oh,
welcome to contact the
oh.
Spina di Rosula. I'll give your request the highest priority.
Hmm.
In any case, I wish you smooth sailing. I'll see you again,
Partner. स्टार्ट हुआ है ये, जस्ट स्टार्ट दी एक्ट होगी. अरे भाई इतने में ही इतने ज्यादा डायलॉग मार दिए इन लोगों ने आपस में. Now we have to go to the fontaine. I mean the fountain, not fontaine, because we are already in fontaine. So we cannot go to fontaine. We are going to the fountain. So yeah. It was quite a tongue twister though.
There aren't many people around
Shut up.
anymore. Looks like that boat we took to Areneas might have been the last one.
Whoa. Vasher.
Looks like
This
we're
is
back here
like
again. Huh?
seems that you're hearing voices
Are you
again.
hearing voices again?
That's kind of weird. No, come back on.
Hey,
Fish.
भाई खाली
there might be something nasty in the water.
दवाई
Hello.
रात हो रही है नीचे है ना
Hmm.
दवाई नीचे है
It's calling for Vache, right?
Okay.
Hey, traveler,
In
stop
fact,
talking. Come on, wake up.
क्या हो रहा है भाई? Paimon, why are you calling my name? What is happening to me? मतलब लो me.
गई बाल्टी गई बाल्टी
Oceanoid, what the hell?
Vache, are you my dear Vache?
Oh, ocean.
No, wait. You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is? I'm... Wait,
I have no idea.
am I?
Don't think so. I
Very
feel I do not know.
I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide.
Never to be
Lost.
recovered.
How many things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten? Yes, that is what I was once.
But now I am a consciousness of one who lost their
Business
form.
of one who has lost their form.
Whoa.
Do not know how I came to be like this either. I only vaguely
Well, being covered in light blue water.
and then all grew dim. I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. But now, we can no longer go back. No, Our reunion
Really no longer has any meaning.
there
It's
is no
no.
the thought of me gives him no succor. So let it if you meet Vache, tell him not to look
Not to look for me anymore. That's only reason. It's hard for him to forget you. It
as I
is
was submerged
merging, water, losing consciousness. What the hell, bro?
Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow. If only I could have comforted him. Told him that
Yo, Trace, what's up?
indeed. I had felt a great is that what you call it? Dissolve.
Relief.
It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace. Like the water still. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first
Water for the first time.
and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless.
This is getting serious, bro.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think. Farewell then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember,
Whoa, bro. What is happening? Bro, what is this cutscene? Wait, Navia is fight. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, cool cutscene, let's go. Yo, bro, Navia in action. Let's go. Yo, nice. Shut up.
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
So that's what they called. Oh, mommy. Mommy, hello? That's Clorinde, hello mommy. Oh, ये लोग वापस पीछे डरने लग गए भाई. Damn bro, इतना डरावनी क्या वो? नहीं ना? Let's go. Hi, अरे, fuck, those moves bro. Let's go. She's so smooth, so fast. Fuck, dude, I want her. I literally want her. Whoa! Navia and Clorinde duo. Let's go. Let's go. She's a claymore. Navia is a bhai. Okay. That's something new to me. Bro, she's pretty. Oh,
I should thank
nice.
you for lending us your sword there, Clorinde.
Mm.
But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
I followed you.
Oh, it's in the danger.
Danger has followed you more closely as of late.
Whoa. Let's look at her थोड़ी देर and you know, look at her design. very nice hat, very nice eyes, very nice hands and everything. Very cool. काफी सही. Look at her. Shut up, भाई.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking.
Well, her outfit is struggling. I mean, काफी ज़्यादा है, and I mean, I don't mind it, to be honest. I don't really mind it on
Mr.
her.
Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father.
My father, but
Mademoiselle, I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorinde, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid
all right.
unnecessary emotional harm.
Emotional fire.
I
Did
will
not
consider your feelings.
consider being. Look at those.
Whatever.
What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be
Those
in great
clothes,
danger?
those lovely clothes, yes.
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very
Ahem.
powerful.
Yes. Yes. Very nice, bro. Very nice.
Your performance
What?
tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
I'm sure they've known about me. To be honest, I'm shocked at Satan
It
slow to
here.
act against me.
Okay. ठीक है मुझे लगा एक सेकंड के लिए विजन टाइप्स है क्या कुछ बट नहीं देयर जस्ट नॉर्मल ज्वेलरीज नेवर माइंड
And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with a Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law. I can only conclude that some powerful or wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means. Deploying them as private.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league then?
Yes. Be careful and do not act rashly.
rationally. बढ़िया बढ़िया.
Continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true. Regardless.
Thank you for your
Thank you
help,
for your help today, Clorinde.
Clorinde.
But
Clorinde.
if you get any ideas,
Yeah.
tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon.
Should stop following you. Good day, all.
Good day, all.
Her voice is really nice too, bro. काफी बढ़िया voice है.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
Really?
Mademoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorinde was being...
इनसे कर C6 ना C6 नहीं मैंने अभी बोला स्ट्रीम से पहले C6 में कोई सा नहीं करूँगा गलती से किसी का कॉन्स्टलेशन आ भी गया तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि ना ही एक्टिवेट करूँ उसको I'll keep it at C0 because it will make गेम मोर इंटरेस्टिंग नहीं तो सी आयशा के अगर कॉन्स्टलेशन के साथ गेम बोरिंग हो जाएगी कम ऑन डूड
I know, I just... She's...
Oh, thank goodness! Paimon thought we were done for!
नहीं होती ब्रो ज्यादा इजी रहता दे बिकम इवन स्ट्रॉन्गर एंड समटाइम ब्रोकन एंड देन फिर लाइक नो then there's not much challenge. It's not Navia, it's Navia, not Navia.
ये ठंडा हो रहा है ऐसे चला
We're unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
Oh.
And there was that champion duelist named Clorinde who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not from as such. We're still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50
Oh.
years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula.
Nave is great too, bhai. She got like nice design, nice hair, nice personality and everything. But I think I have to. But I think I have to skip her. उसे रीरन में निकालना पड़ेगा just because I do need Arlecchino, Folklore and Chlorine. So हाँ, I think I will skip her most probably. I will try to get her, but I think skip करना पड़ेगा.
Yes. All thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
What?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said.
क्या हुआ ऐसा?
That the Fanta tasted kind of salty and...
Yes, she's here.
Fanta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
Oh. Oh, did you?
So the Fonta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
Why? Really? Bhai, matlab Navia was going to dissolve almost. Paimon saved her. Damn.
Yes. So, if you hadn't drunk that cup for me,
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Damn, Paimon, thank you. Thank you for saving her. I don't want her to die.
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate. But whoever
Did
did
she
the
want to?
note, that's when I figured out that you might be in danger and hurried here as quickly as I could.
But why would they go after us too?
Paimon is an emergency food, but
Ugh, now we're caught up in
but I will save her for later. You know, for actual emergencies. Nahi to nahi.
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the... Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial?
Well, it can't be coincidence that the traveler fainted just now. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too! But it was real faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then? Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
Oh.
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
New intel?
Well, let's hear it, shall we? Oh, that is important.
Oh, nice. New information.
Vache. That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene. But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened? Yes, thank you. This is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate. Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
Okay.
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right? And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so
Demoiselle, do try not to look quite so pleased. You are the face of Spina di Rosula after...
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of our bases, shall we?
भाई मेरे को तो पाइमॉन के ग्लासेस दोबारा चाहिए dude. वो पाइमॉन के ग्लासेस एंड मुस्टैच वाज सो freaking hilarious. मुझे I want that
We
back.
also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Oh. No. But पाइमॉन के वो ग्लासेस का आइडिया अच्छा है. Let me try to get a picture of that. Let me try to get those glasses and put in on my avatar if I can get it. Paimon glasses Fontaine. How do I get these? How do I get these? In Silman. Why don't you suck the Bro, I want yes, these nuts, these coconuts which I have. Why don't you why don't you wear them for character? I am trying to, but I'm trying to find them if I can. ऐसी पिक्चर जो मैं डायरेक्टली ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप कर पाऊँ विदाउट पाइमॉन. बट अभी सब इसमें पाइमॉन है. आज का मिशन यही है. लेट्स फाइंड दोज ग्लासेस. भाई मैं ऑलरेडी कर रहा तो ग्लासेस एंड पाइमॉन जैसे सिमिलर ही रख लेंगे कि पाइमॉन जैसे नहीं तो बस पाइमॉन वाला मिलना थोड़ा मुश्किल रहेगा आई सपोज. पाइमॉन तो फनी. What about this one? Maybe this one. Not this one, I suppose. Not this one. This one. Where I can get. Oh, this one looks cool. इसका कलर थोड़ा डिफरेंट है. इसका कलर थोड़ा डिफरेंट होता है. पाइमन वाले ही लगते हैं. बट इसकी आईज वो नहीं है. वो आईज कवर करेंगे एंड आई डोंट वांट देम टू कवर द कैरेक्टर्स आईज ब्रो. नो. Can get this one, I suppose. Maybe this. No, they aren't many जो मैं ऐसे डायरेक्टली यूज कर सकता हूँ जो बहुत अच्छे हों. I think I'll try to use this one. Let me try to add a layer, I guess. Image, I guess. Yes, image. Yes, I can. Glasses. I have to save it locally first. What do you mean I have to save it locally? Let's try it. अगर काम बनता है तो बढ़िया, नहीं बनता तो like fuck this shit. नहीं यार, no. सर ये बैकग्राउंड क्यों आ रहा है? मुझे लगा नहीं आए, but don't need it. have to delete it, I guess. वो सही वाले नहीं मिल रहे एकदम सही प्रॉपर चीज़ों के साथ. No. Maybe this one. No, not this one. I think you cannot find it. नहीं मिल रहा भाई. Very sad. Where is it? I'm gonna try see them. This one. नहीं. अरे यार कोई अच्छे प्रॉपर पीएनजी के अंदर नहीं मिल रहा यार जो लिटरली ड्रैग एंड ड्रॉप करके लगा सकूं. सैड एक्चुअली बट ठीक है. ओह दिस वन इज नॉट दैट. नो नॉट फक दिस शिट. अभी वाला स्टोरी कंटिन्यू करते हैं, नहीं तो आज भी रह जाएगी ये चीज़ तो चलती रहेगी. कोई ना, प्रेप के साथ आना. हाँ नेक्स्ट टाइम देखते हैं, पहले से ढूंढ के रखेंगे. यार टू गो काफ़ी दूर अभी वापस से मेन सिटी. बट वापस से मेन सिटी क्यों जा रहे हैं हम? ला 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 La 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 la. Come. ठीक है. I hope Raiden को damage ना हो.
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
Okay, wait. थोड़ा ये सब complete कर लो थोड़ा.
Suspicious thus far.
Very good. But let's not let our guard down for now.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, traveler.
पैमन को भी गिनना चाहिए था भाई. पैमन को तो गिना ही नहीं इसने. What is his behavior? Well, 3, let's go. Nice crit rate, nice crit damage, nice energy recharge. थोड़ा low HP, but still very good. ये टीम के साथ तो और बढ़ जाएगी इसकी HP तो. Don't think that's a bad thing. काफी सही. I don't. Oh, that's the nice hydro goblet. ठीक ठाक है. Could be better, but still काफी अच्छी. मतलब 172 over 63 नहीं, थोड़ा ज़्यादा क्रिट रेट होगा तो बेटर रहेगा, बट स्टिल रियली नहीं. और यू हैव अ एनर्जी रिचार्ज वेपन. ओवरऑल तो बढ़िया है. नाइस. वेरी कूल.
All the world holds deep here is but a backdrop of constant motion. I stand before it, alone and unchanging.
35 हाँ टीम के साथ 35 रहो then it's pretty good. थोड़ा सा क्रेडिट बढ़ा ले बढ़िया फिर तो वेरी नाइस का पैसे है ना 85 मैं गिर क्यों गया कौन सी जगह है भाई बढ़िया बढ़िया
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately. After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
oh
To be honest, our financial
Well,
situation
then,
was a lot
Ali,
better back
now-
when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Your father, he was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No, I'll explain it myself. I suppose I couldn't run from this topic forever.
and as a partner this
is something I
something I can sit and understand nice
My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets. 3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing trial.
yeah bro
He died in the duelist's ring.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena. 3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that.
yeah और very sad
He
भाई
would protect his honor if he's dead. If anything, he gave up his chance to defend himself. The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case.
इतने पे मैं अभी यहाँ तक नहीं आया हूँ ओ कोई ना कोई
Determined
ना
to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in. But I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case
Bye,
is
Trace.
those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth. If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me. And now, here I am investigating his death. You really are...
Demoiselle, please, if there is anything I can do, anything at all.
I also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone.
कल का स्ट्रीम देखना पड़ेगा यार नाइट डू कल शायद नहीं
Master
देखते
Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful. Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's not something exclusive to people from Fontaine, really. Everyone's like that. People love watching the evil turn over a new leaf, but they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could... never mind. If Callus was really falsely accused, we have to find the truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
There is one other thing. Master Callus's opponent in the duel was Miss Clorinde.
Oh, her?
Bye,
Well,
Trace.
then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him? Yeah, that's not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Miss Clorinde has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either. She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Afterward, Miss Clorinde told us that at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety. Yes, that is our understanding as well.
उसको तो मैंने मार दिया.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me? All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
मतलब क्लोराइड काफी ज्यादा एज्ड है, बिकॉज अगर नाविया के डैड के साथ उसकी फाइट हुई थी और उसको हराया है तो वो काफी ज्यादा एज्ड होगी. सो बिग मॉमी, नैम ब्रो, एक्चुअल बिग मॉमी.
Thanks. You two should go and rest.
निकाल ही लूंगा.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
यार एक चीज तो है मुझे अभी भी समझ नहीं आ रहा. शुड आई डू इट और शुड आई नॉट डू इट? अगर 5 स्टार का भी कॉन्सलेशन है, करूँ कि नहीं करूँ? आई एम सो कंफ्यूज. आई मीन आई डोंट वांट टू, but it seems really interesting to. But
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of
Poisson?
origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying to get them off your back. But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't...
How could I after having...
guess
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't... I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle. But that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette. A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanette you met is one of the young women who went missing recently, we should be able to find some related information there.
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess in that case, let's go talk to him. Aren't you
No, it's nothing.
Bro. Damn. I liking it so far. बढ़िया है. कौन है स्ट्रीम पे? एक बंदा है सिर्फ. तू है? कौन है?
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
तेरी मैं अपनी स्ट्रीम की बात कर रहा हूँ. Hmm. It's two people, but who are they? Is it Johan or someone? भाई बता दो, मुझे तो पता ही नहीं, वो लोग हैं तो.
Halt! Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters. Huh. This place does look pretty heavily guarded. Guess that proves...
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are.
Oh, Johan is
who you
here.
might be related to. Our rules make...
See? They've got great discipline too.
Yep. Paimon can if you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit.
Oh, okay.
We're busy, so please leave if you don't have a reason to be here.
No. What I meant to say is, shouldn't you remember us from a few days ago? We were at the trial of the great...
Oh, yes, I remember. I read about it in the Steambird. You...
We're here today to report and archive some information on a follow-up.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
Just inside. भाई क्या टोपी पहनाई इन लोगों ने इसको?
Thanks so much.
क्या मस्त टोपी पहनाई भाई.
Please come in.
Cafeteria is excellent if you're lucky enough to make it in.
If you're new here, don't run off on your own. You might not be allowed to leave.
चलो देखते हैं.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Neuvillette. We only like to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not...
You're not mad at us?
We're looking for a man called Vache. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
Who knew that Neuvillette would be so easy to talk to?
Unfortunately, I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case.
What?
There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
Traveler, what if it was...
Is that so? All right then. Thank you.
Ahem. Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man. We deeply regret his passing.
And what are you trying to say, Monsieur Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret? No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should. It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you, as you even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold. If you truly regret my father's death, then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all?
She's so sad. She's crying. No.
Just the tiniest effort could have changed There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word. It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything. Oh well. In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice. My apologies for taking my emotions out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice. Let's go, Traveler and Paimon.
Bro, damn. That was emotional. Zhongli. Zhongli.
Navia, are you?
I'm fine.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Yeah, he was outside.
Bro,
Some
bro,
covered
bro.
in the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime? That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
There's something wrong with them.
Wait. You don't...
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then go on? Yeah! And if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained...
I really think I found a true genius for a partner. You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots? All right, let's go to Poisson. With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the...
Yeah! We're making progress for sure this time!
वो प्राइम
Do you want to go with me now?
नल्ला अर्कोन हाइड्रो वाली
Yourself
उसका
later.
हाथ कर पाइमोन के अर्कोन बना दो हटा कर what the hell you should go wild ideas to fish
Let's go then.
ये भी सही है बढ़िया but पाइमोन को क्यों even though पाइमोन is cool but I don't think पाइमोन can be an icon.
Whoa! What a
Huge ship.
Why would a ship be anchored at a place like this?
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters. My father was the
Again?
one who asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design. A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula. Paimon was confused why a group with such a history with... But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself...
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began after all.
Navia 4 star है या 5 star ना है Navia going to be a 5 star जितना मुझे पता चला है अभी तक I don't think she can be a 4 star but 4 star vibe है ही नहीं इतना emphasize कर रहे हैं उसके around story पे Clorinde लग रही थी 4 star but अब वो भी 5 star लग रही है just because she got like major part in the story now.
Maloose, we're back.
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important You said before that you still have
You still had some business things, so we'll bring it back.
About that, it's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea? You still remember, right, Maloose? On that night, it was raining?
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr.
बहुत important रील nearby थी, याद रखना. नहीं वांग, I mean, अगर तुम ये सब बोलोगे तो then फिर कुछ भी हो सकता है यार.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened?
जब तक आता नहीं है बताते नहीं, कोई official information देखते हैं.
Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity, and at a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many
Wait! Didn't that guard guy who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some...
Yes, he did. Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from... If you drink synth for an extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to... And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety. As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem.
Yes, but the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation. Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate relationships with them. The man's name was Jacques. He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families that night. My father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food. But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. We raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who...
How did that happen?
Sounds just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of...
Precisely. It's all thanks to you that I made the connection now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired. You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figure...
Jacques was an empathetic man who was infinitely remorseful for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with zero warning.
लोगों का आउटफिट ही ड्रग माफिया वाला, तो इसे आपने वो क्रिमिनल मार लिया. वाह भाई वाह, ये भी ठीक है.
Please you, demoiselle, as you're and your father's butler, I must still... Our opponent is insidious and cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying... Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step...
If that's indeed what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, what was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect... Synth is still here. Callus the Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death? And I've never accepted that. Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the
Navia.
This is indeed the best moment to act. Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
So you do know something else, Maloose?
Yes, I do. Even before that banquet, Boss already knew of the connection between synth. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
What?
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed with a rare illness. The doctors told him, and the serial disappearances case, 5 years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing Knowing all of this,
Alfred giving advice to Batman. ठीक है यार, ये कर लो. बहुत बढ़िया.
he claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told, but as long as you remain safe, he would not share the evidence with the public. If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right. So nobody would be able to get off scot-free.
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to...
No father wants their daughter to see them weak and haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss. To him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
So he chose to die in silence.
I'm afraid you're not understanding this correctly, Demoiselle. What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely...
That fool.
Just give it
No.
to me.
He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to understand. Is that the amount of confidence he had in me? And what if I was never able to make it to where I am now? Yeah. I suppose that's true.
Things
Things that, if I wanted, could have just lived out my life without a care, but thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared?
It's the location where Synth is produced. He said when he was threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence. But if you want to use it against the enemy...
Why? If we know where the place is, can't we just go storm?
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organ. There's no telling what might be lying in wait at their headquarters. We
Wow.
also have no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to... But a single visit to their headquarters would be tantamount to a formal declaration. The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full...
Then, in that case, why not work with the Fontaine?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea...
That's true. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Malus.
I am the butler, after all.
But
I live to serve the boss and demoiselles. I've always been willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake.
भाई एक रैंडम क्वेश्चन आया थोड़े दिन पहले क्री का पापा बने. भाई देखो वो कोई तो होगा बट हमको जो फोकस करने वाली चीज है ना वो है एलिस. वी शुड फोकस ऑन एलिस नॉट ऑन
For all of that, Malus.
not on her husband or something, because Alice is something really important to the story, and her voice is nice as well. So yeah,
Or at least have an informant planted here.
तुमको तो लगता है कि
Orders to the organization
बाकी भाई
members on
टी
Demoiselle's behalf.
का फादर कोई स्ट्रॉन्ग ही होगा. Just look at टी. She is literally 5-7 years old in, I don't know, Elven age or something, but she's definitely बहुत ज़्यादा strong, probably as strong as Timmy, right? And Timmy and Klee might be brother and sister, जो उनको पता नहीं है शायद.
Testing and
So
investigating
maybe that's the key we are missing. That must be the missing piece.
is Florent, Spina de Rosula's senior advisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most. which also means that he was someone. Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew out there's someone else like him too.
He went to buy milk and never returned. ठीक है भाई. But ऐसा कुछ हो नहीं सकता. अगर ऐसा कुछ हुआ है तो Alice will know, cause Alice know everything which is happening in Teyvat, literally everything. So I think that's how it works. No one can run away from Alice's side.
In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily
She's
goods.
Alice after all.
One of the richest guilds.
So, they're like a sister organization of
वाले सीक्रेट सोसाइटी का डोर विजिट किया. अभी तो कुछ नहीं किया, अभी ट्राई कर रहा
When
हूँ.
we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with. It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, there are still many. Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
I see. These are to think that the enemy we've been fighting against has been right next to me all along, among those I trust the most.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry.
Yo,
Experience the enemy is
yo is asses in edit India. Bro, can you please? Best Sara constellation. Best Sara constellation for Raiden. I mean, C3, C4 के बाद काफी अच्छी हो जाती है, but I will still recommend you to get Sara का C6, cause C6 के बाद जो extra damage bonus मिलता है and everything, which is really amazing. मम्मी का ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के बारे में बता रहा हूँ. ओह हेक्सन सर्कल रियली कुछ है क्या? नो आइडिया. अगर तुमको सारा का कॉन्सोलेशन चाहिए तो डेफिनेटली एटलीस्ट ट्राई टू गेट C4 पे काफ़ी चेंज हो जाता है, काफ़ी बेटर रहता है सारा का बफ. इन C6 तो ऑब्वियसली बाय फर्द.
I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case one.
ठीक है वन ठीक है. ओ Hydroculus, where it is? Huh? There is a Hydroculus, but where? Here it is. Nice. अब मार्क कर देता हूँ कि मैंने करेक्ट कर लिया. डेजर्ट के नीचे छुपाया. अच्छा वो तो कांड्रिया का डोर है ना. आई मीन यू नेवर नो कि वो उसी का डोर है, कांड्रिया का डोर है. मतलब डिफॉर्मेशन नहीं, बट जिस तरीके से वो बनाए वो कांड्रिया का डोर लगता है, ना कि एक्सन सर्कल का. बट इट कुड बी एनीथिंग, अभी तो कुछ कह नहीं सकते. आई थिंक कांड्रिया का होगा वो, मोस्ट प्रोबेबली.
Please excuse me and enjoy.
Thank you for arranging everything.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Korai.
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time.
If it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mora and support. I understood.
भाई ये तो वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट कर रहा है या आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट? तो आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट है. अभी तो आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट ही कंप्लीट कर रहा हूँ
Nothing
होपफुली.
compared to the loss of Jacques.
बिकॉज़ वर्ल्ड क्वेस्ट में वैसे भी वैसे डायलॉग नहीं आते. सोल्जर पूरी क्वेस्ट में आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट में आते
I
हैं.
can
तो यार
understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
I didn't know how to face you because I didn't know what I could possibly
वो
bring
सिंबल
as a
लिमिट
consolation gift.
इवेंट पे देखा था. ओह अच्छा
Only the full truth.
देखा ना यार, उसका मुझे कोई इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं. नो आई डोंट रिमेम्बर एनीथिंग.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment. On the matter regarding my husband,
I don't remember response.
Would you mind sharing it with me? I really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless times that if he could turn back the clock, he would never go into the synth business. He had many regrets and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally.
For the longest time, he thought Mora was... So when Mr. Callus came to him with a proposal, he tried to be as careful as he could. But even so, he was still found out. But
They found out about it.
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
before he left that day, he told me he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us. I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty.
Walter White का story लग रहा. Oh, Walter White,
When he was
nice.
still alive and after he passed away, even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to...
But Mama, why is Papa still the bad guy? If he did the right... Papa always wanted to be a good man. So why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like you're...
Yeah. Papa was a
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his... Regardless of whether he left you a parasol or a sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've told me.
Thank you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
You really think that's the first time?
Yeah, we're getting more clues. Now we have to go the other way.
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next. Florence should be nearby, and we should be able to find...
यार गेंशिन का पिंग कुछ ज़्यादा खराब नहीं आ रहा आजकल.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House. Someone got turned...
Yeah, I've heard. With something I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside. And we found some clothes left after my partner here put the dots together for me. I feel like we should try to reopen his cake. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Tunisha की stream over?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling pretty upbeat that day. So he was drinking and with us at the table. After that, he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after? My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger.
Fontaine में थोड़ा लग रहा है मेरे डिवाइस पे लैग हो रहा है. ओह, बस खत्म होने वाला है. क्या quest? What? मुझे लगा और भी पार्ट होगा.
So you also remember...
Indeed. The guard said that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns. About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned, do you think there was a third person there who was turned?
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques. Or a third...
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
You're saying Mr. Khan ended with gun because he seized one of the other guy.
Because he seized it from one of... But hold on. If that's
What happened?
Then why did... He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine. And chose instead to prove his honor. Did he lose all faith in the courts? After seeing someone dissolve...
About that, Malus told me a thing or two. So, I'll tell you everything, once the whole truth...
I understand. Then, I'll leave And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was in... Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus. Even after... But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise...
Wow, that's so cool, bro.
No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most.
Don't worry. You and all our other comrades at the...
बचा है भी. Okay, now we have to go literally the other side of the map. Literally other side. Game. इतना ज़्यादा TP करना पड़ता है यार. Like TP from here to here, here to here, here to here, here to here, and then here, here, and here. Why is that? Why is that a thing in Genshin? Okay. देखो पिंक कितना खराब है. कितना बार तो बात.
Thierry, it's me.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you...
Oh, so you've got...
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy...
Oh, भाई Kazuha with Vivi said physical resistance decrease करता है. नहीं, Kazuha Vivi shed के साथ वही resistance decrease करता है जो वो elements swell कर पाता है. Vivi basically उन्हीं element पे work करता है जो भी कोई एनिमे कैरेक्टर वो एलिमेंट स्वेल कर पाता है. और मोस्टली स्वेलेबल एलिमेंट क्रायो पायरो हाइड्रो एंड इलेक्ट्रो ही हैं. बाकी दोनों तीनों एलिमेंट एक्स्ट्रा जो हैं वो कोई भी एलिमेंट स्वेलेबल नहीं है, सो उनकी रेजिस्टेंस भी डिक्रीज नहीं होती.
I get it. You think that if you want to go through the original files from your father's case...
That'd be much appreciated. Thank you.
Of course. Without... Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's...
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered... So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against me, all you would need to do is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and...
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from... If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook.
नहीं यार डेंड्रो स्वेल हो गया तो और ज़्यादा पावरफुल हो जाएंगे. Dendro is already quite powerful.
Reasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. Removing a serial number is also not as easy as you might think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, so I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private unit. They're certainly not cheap. So, whoever their owner is must be super rich, powerful...
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
Oh, well, thank you. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all... I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so...
Okay. कितने लोगों से बात करना पड़ेगा यार. वो तो पानी था यहाँ पे, नहीं तो my Raiden was almost dead. भाई साहब एक टाइम में ये सब करना बहुत अच्छा था कि हाँ यहाँ पे जंप करना है, यहाँ पे ग्लाइडर खोलना है. ऐसा कर दिस थिंग मैं गिरने लगता हूँ तो फिर मैं गिर ही जाता हूँ, फिर ग्लाइडर टाइम पे नहीं खुलता हूँ मोस्टली. Oh, can we get something from this guy? Oh, Fanta. But why would I need Fanta? No, I don't want any of these things or whatever. Another person. Hello.
Hello. How may I help you? I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him. Sure. I will let him know right away.
अपनी तो बहुत information लेनी है. अभी बहुत लेनी है. What? Not getting over.
Keep you waiting. I'm not as young as I...
Oh, it's all right, Uncle Marcel. There's no need. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened in the opera house.
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
Start Act 2 का. अरे भाई.
That's right.
I mean, it's been almost how much? एक घंटा हो गया, एक घंटा या ज़्यादा.
I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive. To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few...
Oh, Paimon doesn't want want to become the talk of drunkards.
Apologies. It's just how Fontaine is as a nation.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that he...
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that...
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense...
Oh, and what...
We were attacked on Araneus by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not for the vigilance of my partner, I probably wouldn't even be here talking to you.
Oh, you're giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
Alas, it seems things are heating up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past. But rest assured, Navia, Poisson, if anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last...
Raiden से डर नहीं लगता है Archon से क्या डरना.
Marcel, but I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot. Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
भाई but Raiden से तो डर लगा था. Raiden से तो डर लगता है भाई. पर अगर वही तो बात है अब Raiden हमारे साथ है. काजुहा है. Nahida, Zhongli, सारे Archon हमारे साथ हैं तो why would I care about this Hydro Archon?
Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest...
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more.
Sounds good. Just let me know. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear...
Okay. कितने सारे क्लूज हो गए भाई. अभी और निकालने हैं. नो ये नहीं रुका मैं पास मोमेंट दे दिया.
We've talked to all three.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I suppose that's to be expected, though. If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father...
Zhongli और Raiden दे दो बस से बच्चों. शाबाशी ठीक है यार ये सही है.
Let's still compile what we were able to find.
But where should we start? Ah, you're right. Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with a gun because of circumstance.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered and that he had no choice. If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Oh? And why is that?
Ooh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no...
So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the Order and seek protection from my father. Makes sense. Besides Jacques, the attack from the Gardamex quite a bit as well. It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordials.
Do you think he knew, even then, that we'd...
Given everything that's happened since, but who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex? Florent? It is true that he was closest to my father, but as Spina di Rosula's advisor, his work mostly deals with personnel and security. So he should...
So you're saying he's too broke to...
Exactly. He can't. And even if he could, I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole group so quick. Uncle Marcel? And with funds from the Confrérie, it's still really hard for me to imagine, though. After all, also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of mora and energy to fight his own synth business? Thierry, you say? It is possible, but I didn't feel like he was lying when he was talking to us about the mecha.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove if the mecha were taken from the guards. It should be pretty easy to find.
Who could it be?
Okay.
You know, if you think everything through,
With the
Marcel is
promotion.
indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the three, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
Yes, Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely risky. But we need far more solid proof before we can hope—
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking—
Huh? Aren't you the guy?
Yeah. News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this?
I know. But they
Yes, yes, I'm
they're putting
putting.
a trial as a Tui harbinger called Tartaglia.
Child, what have you done, child? Child ने क्या कर दिया भाई अब?
What? Is that someone you know?
Yeah, we know him.
Maybe do a little.
Too well.
Well, he's been accused
Yeah,
of being
I mean-
the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
Wait, how? None of our
That's what I thought was strange about it. So, if the charge against him stands, then it'll be next to impossible to get the guards to support any of our plans.
Right, because—
Yeah, and it'll be a lot harder then to clear me.
I understand. Well, partner, what do you— Huh? Split up? What do you mean? Since this is a trial about the serial— You're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the—
We'll help you, just like you helped.
Demoiselle, please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Ah, Malus, Silver. When did you—
We heard that you'll be leaving. It's our hope that...
Thank you so much. Then, let's see you then!
चलो भाई चाइल्ड को बचाते हैं.
Now that Navia has set out for Irenaeus, we should also get going. The location has already been marked on the map, so let's head over. Huh. According to Malus's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance. Finally found it! Huh. So this is the entrance that leads to the synth... Ah, you're right. An important place like this...
पाइमोन ऐसे कैसे सांस ले पाते हैं? बात ऐसे पर बारे पानी के नीचे. What is this?
Navia's probably...
This is weird, bro. They talk underwater and everything.
It would appear that I must repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia. Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
To be perfectly honest, I don't understand your country's complicated court system, or the reason why I'm being charged with something I've never even heard of. However, I did hear that people who have been charged can choose to participate in a duel to clear their name. Is that right? In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorinde, right? I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey! Don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case. This isn't the place for you to be looking for fights.
Oh? Sounds like the Hydro Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
No. That's not what I meant.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man. Huh? What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
I told you it couldn't be one of the Fatui harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh, please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics? We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case. And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway, so I'll take you up on that offer. So, Your Honor, is there nothing else for me to do now?
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted. Now then, Miss Navia, who is the person you would like to charge instead?
That person is... Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières!
Huh? What confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Please let me remind you, Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it. And if the charge fails, depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court.
Oh, bhai
Members of the
sahab.
guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial. Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on. I think an attorney won't be necessary. This is probably just a misunderstanding between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
I would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago.
to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Through elucidating what really happened in that case, can we connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case?
Navia, do you really think that I was the one who killed your father? Come on, why would I do that? Callus was my benefactor, and remember, both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
We have to
The
play.
murder, Spina di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabrières. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques. The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also declined to defend himself in court. Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel. Callus was defeated by champion Clorinde in the ensuing duel.
Okay, bye, Proxy. Good night.
These are the known facts about the case.
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even so, Jacques still had no reason. In truth, the third person shot Jacques first. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene. Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course. However, we should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Oh yeah.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the gun from him and kill him instead.
That's very interesting.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself. But now, it is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice. The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility and had sent out another assassin. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve into water, leading everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
Interesting.
That's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordials?
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they
जो
shoot each
अमन
other after all.
फाइकल फिजिक्स का पेपर है ओ फिर what is you ready?
You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
But I think I agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Then, may I ask some questions? In my opinion, we primarily need to determine two. One, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
I'm afraid not.
If you don't have any
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time.
How many? What? I don't have any, bro. Come on, what are you talking about? What is this? Where is this coming from? And why are you deleting your messages?
Regardless of age or gender.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little...
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last...
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callus explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
Farina really was Archon. Bro, come on, take care.
It's actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him. The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearance. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice. What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
The other Archon, they did not show themselves. He can first the challenge. What?
If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought an all-out war with Espina right there and then. I would have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we... But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone?
Strength to defeat Raiden. वो तो है, but देखते हैं.
Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retained the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth.
So, you mean to say... your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do... But since he entrusted his will to you, Clorinde, you should tell us the truth.
So... during the duel, did you believe that Callus was intending...
Yes, I did. As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives.
Right now it's fun watch your stream. Oh, okay. Thank you.
In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callus never intended to leave the ring alive.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial...
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of...
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappear?
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected by a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill both Jacques and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified. The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene. Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous. I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
No need to appeal to pathos.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events? On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
Oof. Don't know what she can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations, until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter? But if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you enough. Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyway.
It's timing again. I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade. My business only thrived when I received Callus's patronage. But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
I do apologize, demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No, it's not your fault.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the... You can also take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family, could those records and testimonies do something to appease the...
Seems like she got the wrong guy. At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely...
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings as he neared the end of his life. But aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now? He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings and to stop rushing headlong into things.
This isn't just about me. And the biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth. While that same age, the people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial many people's images are flashing before my eyes. I'm sure some are coming to those of you in the audience as well. And whose image? Is it a man named Vache? Oh, so you do know that.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Oh, yo Lily, hello. कुछ तो चल रहा है भाई. She got some evidence too now. Oh, अच्छा भी हमारा आएगा पार्ट. मतलब यहाँ से हम आ सकते थे कब से, बट हम पहले आए नहीं इधर. भाई काफी टाइम बाद इधर आए हम. अपने पार्ट पे नहीं था अभी तक, उसी का पार्ट चल रहा था.
Time to act.
Party setup, huh? We can change party. We can change party. Should I take this theme? I mean, this thing can't destroy anything, so ठीक है, हीलर भी है, सब कुछ है, चलेगा आई सपोज। सीसी नहीं है तो
Body, no, my sword.
You're up. Whoa, the floor is going up.
टीम में गिर जाता है इससे।
Because of this mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
इज इट ओवर? अभी तो नहीं यार, थोड़ा सा बचा, लास्ट पार्ट है, सेकंड एक्ट है। सेकंड एक्ट आई डोंट थिंक इट हैज अ थर्ड एक्ट इन।
Thinks we need to go up.
No.
Paimon doesn't see a way. Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
What is this? Whoa, nice. I cannot see a lot of things from here, but that thing. सही है, देखते हैं, कुछ तो मिल जाएगा। लेट्स सी। We got ये क्या हो गया? क्या
Rising. Now we can swim to the top. But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Oh, nice. ये सुमरो का मस्त है, अंडर वाटर स्विमिंग एंड एवरीथिंग इज वेरी कूल।
There is no escape. Rain outlines your fate.
Stay put. Everyone hold hands. I see everything.
Shine down. No, my sword.
This may hurt a little.
Oh, chest, guys, chest. बहुत बढ़िया, आज तो खत्म करूँगा ये बस। More water.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
अरे भाई ये भी खुल गया। सही है भाई। यहाँ भरा पानी को ध्यान नहीं मिला। ताहल जी भाई साहब का क्या एनिमेशन डाल रखी है, वेरी गुड। देख रहे हो रिफ्लेक्शन, देख रहे हो नीचे भाई, नाइस।
There is no escape.
You're up.
Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword.
I'm committed to memory. Hey.
इतनी जल्दी मर गए लोग। देखने लगता ऐसा ना हो कि होने होने में चेस्ट वेस्ट पड़ा हो, मैं मिस कर दूं।
mastermind isn't here. That's right. Then let's hurry up. What's all this? Pink accessories, a hair tie, a necklace, even a makeup box. Oh, Paimon sees it too, but why are... Huh? You mean the girls from the... And all the boxes of things. These names...
Oh, bhai. That's scary.
Let's see what's written here. Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an This should prove the existence of the third person, right? We still have the old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he can act whenever he wants to make our lives...
Okay, cool.
The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely. I concur. Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't... Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
Okay.
Whoa! There's so much synth here! And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea. Mixing in progress. Whoa! There's even fruit-flavored synth? Yep, it's... What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions. The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and... Sorry, traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's... How can someone write something that terrible in such a... You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going. So that's what... Wait, did he really think he'd be able to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane! Huh? Isn't that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. You mean Vache is the one who did all of these... experiments? So that's it! Vache was no victim. No, that's not it either! If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water? In any case...
We have picked everything.
Oh, look! There's an important-looking basin over here, and it's full of water! That means this is where they make all the synth! If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth, but the pure stuff can dissolve a human! Paimon will take notes on this and... We've looked at almost everything here, and it's... Yeah! We haven't found anything that... No wonder even Neuvillette wasn't able to find anything. That way, even if we bring all this back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the true culprit. Sure thing.
Let's see क्या होता है अभी. So far good.
And Paimon can't even find snacks either. Whoa, really? Let Paimon see. Vinier. Isn't that Vache's lover? Then you found her diary. Aw. It's just a normal diary So many. A whole page. The final name she decided. Marcel. Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Vinier's grown son?
Oh, I see. Very nice. Today in my world, one player conversation with Raiden and Sisa. That's insane, bro. C6 Raiden in R5.
Do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache? Oh, so you...
I've merely surprised.
I was waiting for you to...
9 second he. Oh, really? Same.
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything. After your lover, Vinier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you. You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far.
Plus, how much money you have spent in this game? And it's only $99. 1 year of farming. Oh, what? Alright, $99 is not a lot, bro. No, it's a lot, but it's not a lot. Still, that's amazing.
And with that, Marcel's motive has now been...
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense. Well, Marcel, you fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you. So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
Or our determination to see things through.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up now if you would like to defend yourself. Otherwise, the trial will move on to the next...
Primary jump pulling from start the game. Oh.
Do you really think I pay attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain? Ever known how it feels to watch the love of your life?
I'm thinking how he managed to get our Raiden weapon. क्या पता भाई? You never know. कैसे हो सकता है? But बढ़िया है. That's very interesting.
No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Guardian, they said there's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vinier's death, well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, you only have yourselves to blame. You set up this ornate opera house in pursuit of your so-called justice. Your beloved drama.
After flexing in exit and never shown himself. Oh, होता है यार, but बढ़िया at least. You found something interesting that day और क्या चाहिए?
We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, but I'm not from this blasted place, so I can't be dissolved.
Hey, is that water from the primordial sea that he's drinking?
I can't dissolve. Can't do you all see? I can't go. I did all of that. And in the end, I spent my entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the...
The suspect is exhibiting signs of mental distress. Guards, please...
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me! I still need to save Vignette, please, Vignette!
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction...
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually...
Why don't you meet second Genshin account and farm 1 year for Pro 6's character? I mean, even if I do that, it will take a lot of time. मेरे पास एक alt account है and मैंने उसमें काफ़ी ज़्यादा pull किया है. Just for एक character C6 करने के लिए मैं game खेलूँ from standard character. Nah, it's not matter for gameplay. I just wanna enjoy the game and the story, dude.
Truth behind the serial disappearances case.
But I will think about it. That is actually really interesting. But will it make the game interesting or not? I'm not sure.
Marcel was originally named Vache and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vignette. During an underwater expedition, Vignette accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of... Vache learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women. To cover his tracks, he invented the new... During the course of his research, Vache discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria and began to manufacture and... However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came in... After exchanging blows with Spina di Rasula for many years, Vache decided to... Although the assassination did not go as Vache expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder. And just recently, Vache attempted to frame Lynnie as the culprit of the serial disappearances case, using a similar method. However, his attempt to frame Lynnie failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vache's machinations that he was eventually successful. Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case.
Maybe Genshin get banned in future because of 18+ character design. I mean, I don't think so, because already कई games हैं जो 18+ design आती हैं and वो late बोलते हैं कि वो 18+ हैं. अगर Genshin 18+ का कहेगा तो उनका काफ़ी ज़्यादा player base ख़त्म हो जाएगा. They will make good character and some थोड़ा different, but I don't think वो इतना कुछ करेंगे upset कि ban हो जाए. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing. The stream is suffering a lot. अरे हाँ, हो सकता है. मैंने अभी ट्राई किया था एकदम लो लेटेंसी मोड पे, तो कुछ लोगों का हो रहा है, तो मैं थोड़ा चेंज करूँगा.
Mr. Vache is guilty.
Guards, take the... Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances...
We really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a...
He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's... Huh? Are you okay?
Demoiselle, you were absent.
The day our late boss had always hoped for.
Yeah. See, Pop.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big... Since it's been such a great show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Now child going to shine. What?
What now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge
Due
against...
to a charge. For some story more not a chat. पढ़ रहा हूँ मैं, obviously पढ़ रहा हूँ. But story पे भी काफी ध्यान है. Obviously हम थोड़ा, you know.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to
Please respect the laws of Fontaine.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right?
Through evidence presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia, the guilty party, has been identified. And thus, it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the... We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final... According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse... Guilty.
What?
Hey! That's not funny! What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Huh? This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
I mean, have you ever
Haji's going to show his child.
Do you think
What?
the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict. Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
Bye, what the fuck?
So this is how justice is done in Fontaine. What a joke. You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
Yo. Bro, Neuvillette one shot at him, bro. What the fuck?
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth. But the rules of the court
Must be upheld. Bro, that's cool actually.
Hey, Monsieur Neuvillette, what's going on? Shouldn't he have been cleared already?
Apologies. This is also the
He's also first one.
However,
The rule is
according to the
well.
rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the
You find
Oratrice's
out.
judgment is the final. All I do is follow court procedure.
As
As for
in-
why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Why are I don't know what happened there either.
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
She says she has no idea either, but that's impossible. Didn't she create
She created or
Yeah,
regulated.
so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken?
What?
Or be the result of some sort of random mishap? Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was—
However, given the state of things, we shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance, with every
What?
action meant to stir up drama and excitement. And,
What?
of course, for every performance, there is a script. Everything has unfolded exactly as I expected from the very beginning.
What?
As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary— If you thought Child had nothing to do with the serial disappearances case, it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely all shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intention, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's— Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things hanging in suspense, it is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress, I shall be the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
So you're saying we shouldn't put put much stock into what she just said?
She probably just put on that performance to save face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea. However, please be assured that I will continue to investigate this case in a personal capacity. Just as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
All right. Even though we feel pretty badly for him,
Barely.
we'll take your word for it. After all, he's done plenty of bad stuff. So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
The fuck? You think that with child, bro? तो एक बार मुझे दोबारा से बात करनी है.
Oh, Monsieur Neuvillette!
I'm the Chief Justice of Fontaine, of course. If officers of the law lack...
Clean already clean. Any वाली आर्कन क्वेस्ट खत्म हो गई या बची है? I have no freaking idea. Can anyone tell me? Can anyone tell me? Arey, what the hell? Am I going in the right direction or am I going in the wrong direction? Am I going in the direction?
Hey, what are you doing? Quick, stop him!
Him?
Traveler! Hey! Traveler!
Marcel! What are you doing over here?
Yo, Amar, hello. ये मेरी रीडिंग ने देख लो, ठीक है क्या? Okay, wait, look into it. यार उस तो ठीक है, रीडिंग तो देख लेंगे. हाय हेलो करो अभी at least. Let us know when you join. Who are you? Welcome to the stream. What's up?
No, wait! I just want to ask the traveler something. I'm not looking to run away. Please, just let me ask this one small thing.
Go on.
Thank you. I was being led away when I finally realized something. Where did you first hear the name? I erased all records of that name. So...
Are you still trying to prove your innocence? Give it up. You've already been convicted.
Really? You did?
You sure
you met her? But how could that be? How did you manage to do it? The Fountain of Lucine? Then she's been so close to me all along. Please give me a chance to talk to her again. Just let the traveler take me to the fountain to see her one last time. This is the last request I'll ever make in my life. You can do whatever you want to me.
What? Give an inch and you want to take a mile? Do you think serial killers get to make requests like...
Paimon agrees. Why should we give him what he wants when he's only done a ton of super terrible things?
This request, is it worth as much to you as your life?
Of course! Wait, no. It's worth even more than my life.
Humans. Will they betray the instinct to live just to satisfy spiritual
needs? सोचा सुन न रहा. What? क्या था ये? डिलीट हो गया? What the hell? इतनी जल्दी? पढ़ा भी टाइप मतलब पढ़ भी नहीं पाया.
Very well.
Your Honor.
I will go with him. You do not...
In that case, I shall leave him in your most capable hand.
Thank you.
Oh, ठीक से नहीं लिखा था. Oh, okay, ठीक है. I can type it again, I guess. Let's see क्या होता है. I wanna know. Please subscribe to Steambird. Why they are advertising Steambird now, bro? कितने बजे तक स्ट्रीम देखता हूँ अभी तो.
But what do I need to do to see her?
Yeah, and even Paimon could hear her after drinking that thing. Didn't you just drink a lot of it?
Vache. Just back. Okay, ठीक है. थोड़ी देर तो मैं हूँ. 10-15 मिनट तो हूँ आई गेस. उससे ज़्यादा मैं बता नहीं सकता.
Vache. I'm here. Where are you, Vignere?
Hey, wait!
Vignere, is that you? It's me.
Vache. Why did you come? Didn't I say? You don't. You look a lot.
It's been more than 20 years. I've suffered all this time. Only the thought of bringing you back has kept me alive. I must be dreaming. Who would have thought I'd get the chance to tell you all of my feelings? Vignere, you are my everything. I really don't know how I...
But Vache, if you ask me, this world would be better off without you. If not for you, I would have finished my law degree and probably become a top-tier attorney one day. If not for you, I would have continued to pursue my love of the arts, and my works would have been displayed in the Palais Mermonia itself. If not for you, I would at least have been able to take care of my mother. And she would not have grown old and died alone, with nothing but the tears on her cheek. It's all because of your selfishness, Vache.
Wait, you are not Vignere.
You're right. I am not Vignere. I am the sacrifices. Every woman who died by your hand, as our bodies dissolved, our consciousnesses flowed back to the primordial sea. Our thoughts circulated endlessly within the primordial sea, and we were no longer individuals, but we became one. I'm Cressy. I'm Lemony. I'm Azine. The only one I am not is Vignere.
Why? But then...
She doesn't want to see you anymore. Every tendril of her consciousness is avoiding you. This is what you get for your selfishness. Your selfishness robbed us of our lives and our futures. You said time and time again,
oh my God,
you'd do any and everything for her. But did you ever consider whether she'd want to see you do the things that you did? If she... You are a liar, a heartless murderer, and a cowardly narcissist. The only thing you are not is Vigniere's beloved. From the moment your first victim died and her consciousness merged with Vigniere's, she has had nothing but pure hatred.
No! Vignere! She can't hate me. Let me see her.
You still don't understand. When I said don't look for me, that came from the real Vignere. She really doesn't want to see you. But on top of that, she also said that because it's her final drop. She said that because she knew that if you did come here, we will show no mercy to you. Vache. Vache? Vache. 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 Drown.
bro. I saw. Damn. That was scary, bro. That was really scary.
Finally, we have some time to do shopping. Gosh, it's really been a long time since we've been able to relax.
Well met, partner. I knew.
Even this weather can't put a...
It's a pleasure to see you both again.
Oh, hey, Navia!
Oh, now that...
Sounds like you're really...
It's just been one thing after the other. Everyone from Spina di Rosula organized a memorial for my father. We never held a memorial when he first died, since everyone knew that this time, though, everyone in Poisson, and even many people from the court all attended.
So his name's definitely been...
It's been the dearest wish of Demoiselle.
That blasted stubborn fool. I was right to put my faith in him. I'm so glad... Oh, by the way, I ran into Charlotte just after I left. Well, maybe it'd be more accurate to say I knew...
Huh? So you know Charlotte too?
Yeah, way back when I first became the president of the Spina di Rosula, she was all over me. Wouldn't take no for an answer. I believe the story was called The True Heart of Darkness. To be fair, though, it was a really flattering feature. She was trying to lean on our friendship to get me to do an exclusive piece on...
Oh yeah, she told...
Anyway, I told her to make sure that when she writes about you guys entering the opera house with the critical evidence...
Now that's another thing to look...
Oh, and in other news, I also took
Oh, are you two on better terms now?
While you were investigating Vache's headquarters, Clorinde gave... It was thanks to her that we were able to turn the tide. I wanted to thank her. I mean, there's also no point in being awkward all the time. So we took the chance.
Oh, that's great. Paimon also thought
Aww.
was actually a bad person. It's always good to have more friends.
Anyway, now that the case has finally been solved, perhaps it will slowly begin to fade from the public consciousness. Oh, actually, there's still one last thing I need to do.
What is it?
I should pay a visit to my father's grave. And on top of that, just...
Miss Navia.
Indeed.
We wanna go...
Sure thing. I'd like...
And in that case, everyone...
Yeah, you're right.
Okay, ठीक है, very nice, very nice. It's almost done, I think. Archon quest for now. उसके बाद थोड़ा और देखना पड़ेगा. It was fun though.
This is where my father's grave is. To be perfectly honest, even I haven't been back here for a long time.
Huh? There's... Isn't that Neuvillette? Why would the Chief Justice be here? Huh? Navia?
My apologies. I should have asked before coming to pay my respect.
Don't say that.
Sorry about that.
Oh, I was trying to say... I wanted to show my father how much I've grown. But still, I doubt I've grown to the point that even the Chief Justice would feel compelled to apologize to me over...
In that case, I will...
You really could use some pointers on understanding human emotion. In any case.
Well, ever since that day, I've been turning a question over and over in my head. Just what is justice anyway? There was once a time when I didn't want to believe that there could be anything more important to humans than life itself. No, rather than that, it's probably more truthful to say I didn't believe humans were capable of resisting the most basic instinct of living things. That they could rebel against their own nature, or consider certain things to be more important than their own lives. Which is also why I didn't stop your father from beginning that fateful duel. I believed that a truly innocent man would never throw away his life like that. That there was nothing, should have been nothing more important than one's own continued. But Mr. Callus proved me utterly and decisively wrong. If not for his sacrifice, the serial disappearances case would have remained Mr. Callus made the choice he did for his daughter, for his associates, and in the end, from a certain perspective, one could say that he did it all. A justice that's high. So, you asked me why I came here. I just wanted to say my apologies to Mr. Callus in person. This regret has filled me with a sadness that has haunted me for days. That high and mighty chair in the opera Epiclese indeed insulates one from many important things. Spina di Rosula, thank you so much for...
So, you're actually one of those types that's cold on the outside, but pretty thoughtful on...
Sorry about that.
Didn't I just...
So Navia and Neuvillette seem to have... Let's not disturb them for now. Paimon's never paid respect. Oh no! Paimon hopes Miss Navia... Anyway, Neuvillette is still standing around there. It's not often that we...
Oh, it's you two. Did Miss Navia invite you to come pay your respects to her father?
We ran into Navia on the streets today, so we just followed her here.
I see, I see.
Please
feel free. Though outsiders, you helped us solve one of the greatest mysteries in Fontaine, and it would be my pleasure to return.
So, at court, the bad guys referred to that special...
Truthfully, that name is already quite accurate. I can only surmise that Vacher and his ilk only learned of its nature and existence after There used to be a special sea on the surface of this planet. The nature of its seawater was rather different from that. Most of Tevat's life forms were first born in that special sea. You could say it nurtured...
Huh. So it really was where everything...
But today, the primordial sea no longer exists. What Vacher discovered must have been some kind of special case, or a remnant from a truly ancient age.
Huh. So that's how it is. Oh, you really know it.
Indeed. Why would the primordial sea, which was known to engender and nurture life? To be frank, that also doesn't match my understanding of this world and its laws. There must still be some unknown... Is there anything else? That the sea levels will rise and everyone will be dissolved. Does that appropriately summarize the...
That's right! It was Lenny that...
Yes, up to the present, I think we reached a point where we have no choice but to confront this prophecy directly. Rumors have it that this prophecy is rooted in the last words the former Hydro Archon left to the world before she passed away.
A prophecy? Of the former Hydro?
2 parts of the prophecy have already proven correct. The rising sea levels and the ability of the people of Fontaine to be dissolved. We should be more vigilant and stay on the watch for further... Speaking of the prophecy, Farina has also always taken it quite seriously. Indeed, she has been collecting information and intelligence from across Tevat for the... If the rumors were true, then perhaps this prophecy is the conundrum left to Farina by her predecessor.
But with Farina being the way she is, can we really trust her to...
Is there anything else? My apologies. My investigation has still not reached. However, I still believe the judgment of the Oratrice was not rendered arbitrarily.
But...
For many years, I have been quite aware that the Oratrice does not simply mechanically repeat the verdict that I give on each case. As a divinely created mechanism, the people's unified faith in the concept of justice is integrated into it. Not only can it produce the incredible power of indemnitium, but it likely also possesses other traits. Which is all to say, I have been prepared for a situation.
Huh. So when Lenny told us that he heard a human voice...
I was not aware such a thing had occurred. Perhaps that could serve to prove my conjecture. I will add that. In any case, I am inclined to believe that the Oratrice does have a methodology all its own. Based on Farina's reaction, I doubt even she had any idea what was going on. She managed to bluff her. While we do intend to get to the bottom of this, for now, we regret to say that the Fatui Harbinger will just have to bide. If we did incorrectly convict him of crimes he did not commit, we will most certainly compensate him to the fullest extent allowed by the law.
If you ask Paimon, the only compensation he'll want is a no-holds-barred fight with you.
Is there anything else you'd like
to... Paimon.
Your sibling, another blonde-haired traveler. If he ever stepped foot in Fontaine, I'm sure he followed our laws to the letter and had no reason to appear on this. Is there anything else? Very well. It will soon be time for me to leave this blissful tranquility behind and return to Palais Memoria.
You really are super busy, Monsieur Neuvillette. Paimon thought...
Crime and villainy do not have the day off, and so justice must work around the clock as well.
All right. Huh? Paimon just noticed that the rain has stopped.
Oh. 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 We got some news. We got a constellation for our little traveler. And I don't care about it, so
Shine down.
Curiosity deserves a reward.
चलो भाई चलते हैं। I want to complete this as well as soon as possible, you know. ये तो क्या point है इसका? Alright, we got another wish from here, right? Who commission set के लिए something के commissions हो गई हैं. Now we need to get this. Need to get the reputation. बाकी सब तो done है. अच्छा था. It was a nice teaser. ये कौन है? I'm not talking to this guy. This guy looks really shady. Streamberg and the Streamberg. Chalo. Okay, level 2 तक जाना पड़ेगा. थोड़ा सा और एक्सप्लोरेशन कर लूँगा तो थोड़ा और बढ़ जाएगा 100. रेपुटेशन लेवल 2 तक जाने के लिए कितना करना पड़ेगा अपने को? Do need quite a lot. 200. That will take some time, bro. Need to do 5 of these quests or at least 10 more. Oh my god, that's a lot. ऊपर से फिर एक्सप्लोरेशन भी करनी पड़ेगी. I mean अगर मैंने 20% एक्सप्लोरेशन कर ली उसके बाद पाया था, it would be cool. We can do it before Sunday disappears, I guess. It'll be fine, I suppose. In reputation, very good. Pitch rewards. I don't know these things existed, but yeah. Let me eat this. Na. Now I will go to some condensed meeting. सही है यार, मजा आया आज. It was very fun, even though I didn't like play a lot ऐसे, but Fontaine was so far so good. I didn't mind it. Story was good, everything was good so far. Catch up to the Archon quest, so that's good. And how much wishes do we have now? Quite a lot. Very cool. I got quite a lot of wishes. 150 almost, and 150 is a lot. Now we have to do is निकालना पड़ेगा मुझे यहाँ से. Done everything, to be honest. So let's close this game in this stream. बस कितना बचा है मेरे को? 50,000. It will take some time, but I'll reach it. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Bye. I think Amar is not back, so सब review में कल के लिए रोकना पड़ेगा or something like that. But it was fun. मजा आया. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's constant over the centuries. But